being in San Diego is never a bad thing, and it's even better when you have a matchup like this one. Today, we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. As we'll see, the Utah State Aggies taking on a college football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Aztecs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Utah State's offense takes the field. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And that right there is a huge reason why this team has a winning record coming into this game. Their defense takes the ball away. And here on the opening drive, you see the athleticism in the back end of the defense, picking it off and putting it in great field position for their own.
The Aztecs offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
They'll run it from the gun. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, San Diego State.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
San Diego State 7, Utah State 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Utah State up-tempo.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And
hit the gas, kid. Wow! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Number 21.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive.
Oh, look out. There he goes. The 30. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Navy handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Up-tempo for the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Defense looks as if it's coming. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Utah State up-tempo.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Setting up the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Fair catch, called for and made. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, keep it, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
From the gun, the ground game. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. And the Aztecs decide to punt it away. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Utah State up-tempo. On third down, going up top. The short hands, it's Turner. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses to 35. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion.
Going deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Right on target this time. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Off play action. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And it's incomplete on third down.
Really nice job by the defense. The offense has the whole playbook open to them on third and short. They try to slip in the screen. Did not fool the defense at all. Nice stop by the defense.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to...
Off to the races to the right. The 40. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Utah State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Here comes the offense on second down. Handoff from the gun. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Aztecs send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they get it right back to him.
Coming after it. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Fires to the big fella. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
He's got great speed. Touchdown, San Diego State. And how about the kicking game coming up with a play? Now that is a play play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas is on the ropes, and it's like they're looking at their corner and saying, no mas. A real bloodbath today at DKR. They're trailing by 14 to Duke. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He wants to take the top off. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field, it's more speed, it's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
With the catch, it's Turner. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Off the play fake on first down. Throws toward the end zone. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like a terrific atmosphere there today in San Diego. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Snapdragon Stadium.
Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Six-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Looking to throw for it. It's complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
And the Aztecs are rolling down the field. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
They'll run the option. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Tight end finds a soft spot.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
This time they'll go to the running game. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Welch. Bringing the heat. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aztecs.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game.
28, Utah State, 17.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense...
Right down the gut of the field. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot.
Going for it all. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The give to the back. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Utah State! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Vanderbilt is going to walk off the field there in Nashville with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Throws for the tight end. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. They'll go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
San Diego State, 28.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer. I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabs it in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a first down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, and they're going to win this game.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Complete out of the backfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The aerial assault continues. He's got his man. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Aztecs look to keep this drive humming. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Open space at the 25. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Aztecs will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arch with their football? A little ballet moment there. Here it is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Aztecs want to move quickly. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, San Diego State. So the first part of the job is done. They got the touchdown. Now for the 2 to make it a field goal game. To the air, it's O'Neal. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. So it's an 80-yard drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the 4th quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a 2-possession game.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Timeout, San Diego State.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Handoff to the lone back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Aztecs.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
Setting up for the PAT. When it gets this late, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
Brings up 2nd down.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Snags it over the middle. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Looking to throw it again. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Grabbed on the outside, it's Adams.
Well, bad news, he didn't get the 1st down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have 1 timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lofts one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Unloads it left. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that is a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.